Mount Fuji is Japan's most famous mountain, and is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its graceful shape and scenery have become important motifs in Japanese culture and art. Let's introduce some information about Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is located on the border of Shizuoka Prefecture and Yamanashi Prefecture, relatively close to the capital Tokyo. It stands at an elevation of 3,776 meters, making it the tallest mountain in Japan. The summit of the mountain is a volcanic caldera, and there are climbing routes such as the 5th station and 8th station around it. Mount Fuji has been revered as a symbol of Japan's faith and culture since ancient times. At the summit, there is the Fujiyama Shrine, visited by many people for pilgrimage every year. Additionally, Mount Fuji has been depicted in numerous Japanese artworks such as paintings, woodblock prints, and kabuki performances. Mount Fuji allows climbing during the summer season, and many climbers take on the challenge. At the summit, there is the Fujiyama Shrine, where climbers can receive a stamp to commemorate their arrival. However, climbing requires adequate preparation in terms of physical fitness and equipment, and attention to weather and meteorological conditions is necessary. Mount Fuji is known for its beautiful scenery throughout the 4 seasons, especially during the cherry blossom season. The foothills and surrounding areas are adorned with cherry blossoms, and the collaboration between Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms is beloved by many. Additionally, the surrounding lakes, known as the Fuji 5 Lakes, boast abundant natural beauty, offering picturesque landscapes alongside Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji has been revered as an object of faith in Japan since ancient times. Below, I'll explain in detail how Mount Fuji has been highly regarded as an object of faith. Mountain worship. Mount Fuji is one of the central objects of worship in Japan's mountain worship tradition. Mountains have been revered as sacred entities since ancient times, and Mount Fuji, particularly tall and majestic, has deeply influenced people's hearts. In mountain worship, it's believed that the power and spirituality of nature reside in the mountains, including Mount Fuji. Fuji faith. Fuji faith encompasses religious beliefs and rituals centered around Mount Fuji. It has existed since ancient times, with shrines, temples, and myths surrounding Mount Fuji at its core. Within Fuji faith, Mount Fuji is referred to as the Lord of Fuji, and the mountain itself is revered as a sacred entity. Climbing in Shujondo. Mount Fuji has long been known as a place for ascetic practices in Shujondo, where practitioners engage in religious activities intertwined with mountain worship. Additionally, Many people made pilgrimages to Mount Fuji, visiting the shrines at the summit and temples in the mountains. Fujiko was a form of Fuji faith, widely practiced during the Edo period, centered around pilgrimages to Mount Fuji. Many commoners participated, and Fujiko contributed to social cohesion and the formation of communities. The faith in Mount Fuji is deeply rooted in Japanese history and culture, with the mountain itself being revered as a sacred entity. Its beauty, majesty, and natural mystique continue to captivate people's hearts, exerting a lasting influence on Japan's faith and culture. The symbol of Japan, Mount Fuji. Wouldn't you like to come to Japan and actually enjoy the scenery for yourself?